It's hot. It's hot. Hello and welcome to Cocktails for the People. My name is Will Petre and I hope you're thirsty because it is hot. So let us slip into our midsummer fantasy with the Spritz. The origin story of the Spritz comes from northern Italy, back when Austrian soldiers occupied the territory, and they found that Italian wines were a bit too bold for their palates. Adding a splash of water or a spritz to the wines created a mouthfeel more similar to the Central and Northern European wines they were used to. Nowadays, the Spritz has evolved into a loose branch of the highball cocktail and drawing from an ever-expanding collection of liqueurs, Amari, Vermouths, what have you. Last episode, we gently ruminated on the concept of cocktail precision with the whiskey highball, and the Spritz offers a complementary conversation more aligned with quando a Roma, when in Rome. So let's put our jiggers away for a second and embrace the gorgeous freedom that comes along with making a Spritz. For the Spritz, you will need liqueur, Amari, and Vermouths, Prosecco, and sparkling water. Liqueurs, Amari, and Vermouths. So the best part about making a Spritz for me is the lack of rules. There are some general guidelines you can follow, but I like to think of them as bumper buddies in a bowling alley. The liqueur, Amari, Vermouth situation is usually a lower ABV product. Does that mean that you can't slip some gin in there? Absolutely not. I am not the Spritz police. This is your life. I want you to live it to the fullest. However, if you're having this in the daytime, say the sun is still out, you got your sunglasses on, you're laying by the pool, a cocktail with lower alcohol will gently get your evening going. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of Spritzes, so why don't you decide what you're gonna drink when? Okay. Prosecco. Any type of sparkling wine will do, the drier the better, but Prosecco is the historical bubbly and it's widely available, so why not? One of the biggest and broadest distinctions between Prosecco and other sparkling wines is how it gets to be sparkling in the first place. Prosecco is noted for using the tank method, aka the Charmat method, aka the Martinotti method, which involves forced carbonation in large pressurized tanks, which carbonates the wine in a matter of weeks as opposed to the many, many months that it would take if the secondary fermentation happened in each individual bottle, like with the champagne method. This time-saving technique was an economic revolution when first implemented in 1895. Sparkling water. I love bubbly water. It is the only water that I drink. I want to make a whole video just on different types of sparkling water, but now is not the time. Holler in the comments if that's a video that you need to see. What time is it? Spritz time. This Spritz is going to be served in a big bulbous wine glass. So we're gonna make a few different Spritzes today, and I'm going to loosely go off the 3-to-1 ratio. 3 parts Prosecco, 2 parts liqueur, and 1 part sparkling water. This is a ratio I heard a few years back from a bartender friend of mine. It's what I like, but again, this is gonna be loose. There may be some adjustments along the way. Loose, 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 no jiggers. Our eyeballs are gonna be our measurements. So you're gonna get your glass, you're going to fill it with ice, then the Prosecco, then the liqueur, then the sparkling water. Cocktails 101. The reason why some people like to put the Prosecco in first is as the wine effervesces, and that is totally word, it naturally incorporates itself with the liqueur that you pour on top of it. So the first Spritz we're gonna make is the classic Aperol Spritz. So Aperol was first invented in the early 1900s. And the Aperol Spritz had a codified recipe sometime in the 50s. You can think of Aperol sort of like the sweeter kid sister to Campari. And then in the early 2000s, Campari actually bought the Aperol brand. And with a big marketing push, we began to see it a little bit more stateside. And then in like the 20-teens, helped with that Timothée Chalamet movie and a very divisive New York Times opinion piece, we started to see Spritzes on cocktail menus all across the country. Now, if you wanted to add a piece of fruit to this, I'm not going to stop you. Classically, an orange wheel is the thing to do. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, here it goes. Yeah, perfect. Oh my God, this is my eyeballs, you know, this is delicious. Your eyeballs are everything. Love it, love it, love it. So the next Spritz we're gonna make is a Cynar Spritz. Cynar is an Amaro. It's decidedly more bitter and herbal than Aperol. Cynar is made from 13 different botanicals, including artichoke, which gives it its name. It is excellent on its own, as a substitute for Campari, or as a secret dash in other classic cocktails. It takes very, very little Cynar to make a big difference. And I think I'm gonna do another orange wheel for this one as well. And the verdict? That's really good. It's a little vegetal. And actually, I think I may have been a little heavy-handed with the Cynar. So I'm gonna add a little more Prosecco. And this is entirely the point. You know, this is the freedom that I'm talking about. And the last spritz we're gonna make is with one of my favorite bottles, Giffard Pamplemousse. Giffard is a 4th generation distillery located in the Loire Valley of France. And their creme de pamplemousse is very chef's kiss fingers. It is zesty, it is bright, it's not too sweet. And I think that a lemon wheel with a sprig of rosemary is gonna be the vibe here. Okay, let's see how this is. Yeah. If I had hair to let down, now would be the time. Thank you so much for tuning into Cocktails for the People. Let us know your favorite spritz in the comments below. And we are almost at the end of this season. If you've been enjoying what you've been watching, throw us a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we would love to keep this party going. We can't wait to see you next time. Cheers.